Hey guys, I'm Corina, and today we are going to take a look at our 2017 January budget. So I'm super excited, you guys. I did share our budget notebook and just a look at that a couple of weeks ago now during the 25 Days of Budget series, and today I'm going to go ahead and do our first budget, which is for January. We are just a few days away from January, but I'm so excited. I am always super excited for a new year. New Year's is one of my absolute favorite holidays, and it's just the best time of the year for me. So we are going to go ahead and open this guy up and take a look. Now, if you guys watched my video about this notebook, then you will know that it's kind of a hybrid, and what I forgot to explain is that I actually uncoiled a couple of Erin Condren products that I had to make this. So it's primarily just a notebook, and it has these undated budget pages. Now, she has an updated version. It's called the Deluxe Monthly Planner, which is very, very similar. So if you are wanting something that is like this, to either use for a budget binder or budget notebook, or like your baby step notebook, or just for like a regular planner, you don't need like the weeks necessarily, you just want the monthly and then some notes, I would recommend the monthly planner for you, the Monthly Deluxe Planner for you, because it's pretty much identical to what I have here. So let's go ahead and get started. I do have the 2017 calendar here, and I did want to show you guys a couple of just new things that I have I'm going to be doing. So these are some stickers. They are from Panda Bird Designs, and they are actually transparent dots. So I'm going to use these to mark our paydays for the year for my husband for sure, and then I'll use a different color for myself in here. So that's something that I will do separately, and then I'll do an update for you guys on the notebook itself. But for now, let's go ahead and flip to January. So the first thing here is we have a little quote page that says, "Say yes to new adventures." And then we have a fresh month here in January. Sorry, we're a little bit out of the frame here. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this notebook. It is undated, and so I have these awesome little date covers. So I'm going to go ahead and put those on now. Sunday will be the 1st. So I think I'll just start up at the 1st and then go, wind my way down. So I will do that, and I will be right back. Alright, so my numbers are all filled in, and I do have these little asterisks down here at the bottom, which are super cute. So I could use those to mark different things during the month. I could use them to fill in the extra days in the month. But I really like that with the number system, you only see the days that are actually in January. So that's really nice. It just kind of helps my brain to focus a little bit better. Okay, so this is from the bill tracker section of our notebook, and it just has whichever bills are due on which date. So I did not put this in order, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to kind of go through and add them in according to the order. But this is a super convenient way to just take a look at when our bills are due and which bill is due on what day. Alright, so before I actually add the bills, I think I'm going to go ahead and do our paydays. So these are from Libby & Co., so I'm just going to do the orange, I think, and mark our paydays for this month. There. So those are done. So my husband gets paid the 1st and the 15th, and then I get paid every other Friday. So that's what those guys are. Alright, so now we'll get started with the bills that we have. Alright, so this first sheet I'm going to use is from Sweet Kawaii Design. I think it's so cute. And it's basically all these little like utilities. This is the itty bitty monthly utility icons. And so they are just like the perfect size to fit into your monthly view. So let's go ahead and do that. So we'll start with this little house guy up here. And that is due on the 1st. So that's for our rent. So we'll put that guy there. And then let's see what else is on here. So the next thing we could do is we could do our PG&E bill, which is, we'll use maybe the little light bulb. We kind of have two. How are we going to do this? Well, I guess we'll use that guy to mark PG&E. And then I'll figure out something different for our SMUD bill, which is on 28th. I kind of want to use the water bill, but it's not for water, but it is power, so I guess we'll just use it because otherwise it won't get used. So that will be on down here. Then what else? We have cell phones, which are due the 15th. Okay, down there, and the computer, which I think we'll use to indicate Comcast, just like our internet. That is on the 12th. And then we don't really have one for the trash, just because I guess we pay trash with our rent. So I guess I'll just put it on with the first also. Good thing nothing else is due on the first, because that takes up pretty much the whole box there. Okay, so that's those guys, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool, so I'll have 8 months for use of these. I think these are just so cute. They look so adorable in here. Okay, and then the next things I'm going to go ahead and go through are different bills, so like our car payment, and car insurance, things like that. So I've got a few different things, and since I mentioned the cars, we'll just start there, I guess. So these little car icons are from Libby & Co. I did mention you guys in a recent video that I have a ton of stickers, like planner stickers, and you will see them in these videos. Like, it's kind of embarrassing. So we'll do a little car icon here for our car payment. And then we also have our car insurance. They're due almost on the same exact day, but they're just like a day apart. So we'll just do that guy. I think we'll do him like right here, so we have some space. Okay, so for our other things, what I'm going to do is use either little asterisks, which again are from Libby & Co., these bill dues, which are from Libby & Co. again, or these little credit cards, which are also a Libby & Co. purchase. She has tons of great just like icons, so she's one of my favorite sticker shops, you guys, if you couldn't tell. She has a lot of great stickers, so if you're looking, they are awesome, and you get a ton in a sheet, so it's really affordable and really nice in that way. So let's see, I think we will do I'll do a couple of these guys, our bill dues here. And these I'm going to use for our, I guess for my Beachbody stuff, which my fee is due that day. So we'll do that guy. And then what else? We'll do this guy again for our insurance, because our renter's insurance is due down here. Alright, so I grabbed another sheet here. These are little books, and again, they're from Libby & Co., so hopefully you guys can see those there. I'm going to use this to mark my husband's student loan payment, because he studied, so that is fair. Let's see here. So I did, oh yeah, renters, and then we'll do the student loan in this guy. So we'll do that one. And then for the most part, the other things that we have due are credit card items. So we'll go ahead and add the rest of those in. Let's see. And I think I want to do the asterisk just because there's so many of them, and we have quite a few payments that we're working on. So we'll go ahead and put those down. Okay, so that's everything from our bill due list here, and you guys, there are quite a few little things here. I had to go through and count our different like credit card or like debt payment things there just to make sure we had everything. And I'm like, okay, we have 6 different ones. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's it. Okay. So a couple other things I have here are some little piggies, which I like to use to mark when we're putting money into savings. And then these little fun things are from Planner Frenzy, and they are adorable. I think they're perfect to mark like days that you're going to review your budget or something like that. So they're little calculators with a money symbol, and I just thought they were so nice and like perfect to go over the days that we're going to review our budget. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in. So let's see. I won't do one on the 1st because we will review this budget on the weekend. So I'll just do one, I guess, on the 31st, which should be a good day to do that. Actually, maybe I'll do it here on the 29th, just to give us a few days before the budget actually starts to review that. And that's just when my husband and I will just sit down and go over the budget and see what items we have coming up. I know in February my car registration will be due, so we'll just cover different things like that and also talk about our goals for that month. So this is something else that I have, and I've actually had these for a couple of years now. These are the weekly, or I guess bi-weekly savings tracker things. I've never used them. Well, you see, I've used one, but I've never actually used them in my planner. So I think I'm going to use them this year, but I just need to figure out which ones, how this goes. Okay, so I am thinking that this is a bi-weekly system. I don't remember. I want to say it's the 24 weeks, I think? Wait, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, okay, so this is the 24 week. So it's every other week, basically, you'd be putting money away into savings. So again, the first one is missing, but it would have been $7. So I'm just going to put the second one here down at on the second payday down here. That will be the last payday of the month for us, just to put that money aside. And then in February, I'll start with it at the top. So on my first payday is when we'll start that. And this isn't really for anything specific. It's just kind of a fun thing just because I have these. So may as well use them, and we can just, put some extra money aside. And that doesn't hurt ever. We can use that for an extra payment or something. So I'm going to go ahead and look at the sidebar over here now. So I will just zoom you guys in a little bit, I think. Alright guys, so for this guy I have a few things. I have a couple of headers, again from Libby & Co. I know, are you surprised? So there are some here, actually I'm going to be using these ones, that say goals on them, and I really like that for the sidebar here to write down some specific goals for the month. So I'm going to add that in. Alright, and then I can just do some bullet points and say what our goals are for the month down there. And then this bottom section has some very old calendars. Again, this notebook was from 2015, so it has some of these old guys down here. So what I was planning on doing is just making it a little bit more fun and adding some stickers just to keep me excited and looking at this. So I've got a few different things. These are from the Happy Planner by Me and My Big Ideas. These are just some different stickers to use here. And then these guys are from Michael's. They're just little sticker books. They were $2, or this one was $1. This one was $2, and they are super fun. It just has some little festive stickers and wintry things like snowmen and hot cocoa and things like that. So just depending on kind of what I want to use. And these guys have little snowflakes and just little woodland creatures here. So I'm going to choose something to go over this section here. And actually, you know what, I love this first one. It says, "It always seems impossible until it's done." That's really cute. So let me look through here and see. Alright, so I think I will use this little guy here that I saw first. I love him, but I'm going to add some washi tape because it's not quite large enough to cover the whole thing. So let me grab that. Okay guys, so this washi is, I think it's super fun. It's kind of like a teal blue and gold foil. It's one of my favorites, and it's kind of like just brush stroke. It's like really pretty. So I just added that, and then I'm gonna layer the sticker over this. Let's see. You know what? I don't think that's quite enough, so I'm gonna do another layer here. Okay, so I know that kind of looked like a hot mess getting it all situated, but I think it came out really nice. The sticker was just a little bit too narrow for you to not see the sides there. So, okay, so what I'm going to do now is go ahead and fill in the different items here, and then I'm going to go in, I think, with some of the deco and add some fun things. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, and to do this, I'm going to use these Infinity writing tools. These are the fine pens. I don't know where I got these, you guys, but I'm going to use that, and then also the Pilot G. Alright guys, so my monthly is filled in. I did add a little bit of deco, and I did add a quote up here that's just one of my favorite Dave Ramsey quotes. It's live like no one else, so one day you can live and give like no one else. And I think it's the perfect quote to just kind of focus on for the first month of the new year, especially because this is the first month of probably our biggest, like, heaviest hitting, like, financial year. So we have huge goals for this year, and obviously, like, our goals last year were huge too, but this year we're kind of like doubling what we did last year is our goal, so it's really big. And yeah, so we are going to just hit the ground running, but this is what my monthly is looking like so far. I did add a couple of goals here for the side bar. I am doing a no spend throughout the entire year of 2017, so that is my huge goal. So I just did 31 days of no spend here at the top, just to get me started. So I'm looking at just this chunk of time that I'm looking at right now, and then pay an extra $400 onto our Zales account as one of our debts. And then I've left just this area blank here. I may fill it in with something later. I'm not really sure, but what I'm planning on doing is going through each day and writing down like what we've spent, and not necessarily breaking it down into the category that we spent it on, but just like jotting down whenever we spend money and what the total is. So that's that for now, and then I'm going to go on to the next page here, and I'm actually going to write out our budget and what our actual numbers are looking like. So obviously this is just like a monthly overview of when our bills are due. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and flip over and break down the actual bills and that cycle there. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, and to start us out, I'm going to use some of this washi tape again. Let me Okay, so I'm going to start out with our income here at the top. Okay, so with this first part here, I broke our income up by our first and second pay periods. So even though we do get paid on different days, we treat basically one half of the month as one thing and then the second half as another, basically chunk. So I've written out both of those guys, and then I think the next section that I'm going to do are our cash envelopes. I'm kind of like thinking through this because we have our bills written out on our monthly page, so what I'd like to track are, definitely our cash envelopes on here, and then we do still use the Every Dollar app, so as far as the actual numbers and things like that, they're all in there. So this will be kind of just for reference and to be able to look back and see what we've actually spent, what our income was and what expenses we had and things like that throughout the month, but not necessarily like rewriting each one of our bills, because I don't think it makes much sense to have everything like written out in multiple places and multiple times. I just don't need that, and our bills are so consistent and they're just really consistent. They're just the same each month. So we don't really need to rewrite those in here, but I think it might be helpful to keep our cash envelopes in here and to see what we're spending as far as that goes, and maybe as far as like gas and things like that. So I think what I'll do next are expenses, not necessarily bills. So expenses will be, again, like gas, groceries, pet care, things like that. So let's do that. Alright guys, so I think this is going to be the second to last thing that I do here, and then I think the very last one will just be our snowball, but this next one is sinking funds. So I'm just going to write in which categories we're contributing to for our sinking funds, and we'll be able to put in how much we put in for each sinking fund in the month. So I won't do that by pay period, we'll just do it for the whole month. So I'm going to grab that little sheet. Alright, and the very last thing I'm going to do here is is going to be whatever snowflakes we do. So I think I'm going to have to kind of smush this together, but we'll add that in. Alright, so I think that's going to be plenty for us to kind of just be able to review and have a quick glance at as far as things we're actually spending and different things we're saving towards, and then what our extra debt payments are. And again, just because our bill payments are so consistent, I might even just add in whatever the numbers are for these things that can vary a little bit, like not our Comcast, but our SMUD bill can vary a little bit. PG&E, they're usually within like $2 or $3, so not obviously a lot, but they do vary just a teeny bit, so I can write those in there for what the actual amounts are, and again we'll have them in our Every Dollar app as well. So that is really it, guys. This is just kind of an overview, and again we'll fill it in kind of as we go along, and yeah, so it's going to be just more of an kind of an accurate and kind of just more of a like I said, kind of a, not really journaling, I don't want to say, but kind of just a living, like, active listing here of what we're using for each category here, because obviously, like, you can take out a certain amount for groceries, but what do you really spend on that? Do you really use that whole amount? Do you need less? Do you need more? With our gas, again, like, my husband doesn't use very much gas at all, and I've been using a little bit more lately, so it'll be nice to see what our gas totals are throughout the month, and again to be able to see like what our snowflakes are and things like that, and then any miscellaneous income we have here as well. And yeah, to have it all kind of in one place and to see it consistently will be really nice, and we'll be able to see what varies from month to month. Like if we have special things that we need to pay for in different months, we'll be able to add that in here and things like that. I do know of one item that I wanted to add over here, and that is just I have a bridal shower in the beginning of the month, so I'll just need a bridal shower gift. So nothing too crazy, but yeah, that's it. So I hope this video has been helpful, you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. If you'd like to see something that's more, you know, filled out with like numbers and things like that, let me know. I mean, I'll definitely come back like at the end of the month and show you guys what these things look like. I probably won't disclose what our income actually is, but I will share like our other numbers, things like that, just because it's personal obviously, but my husband also works for a church, and I don't think that's something that we want to disclose. So yeah, so that's everything there, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the video again. Like I said, if you have any questions, leave them below, and if you've enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. I will talk to you guys very, very soon, and good luck with your January budgets. It's going to be an amazing month and a great, great start to the year. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon.